Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Know Your Worth. Today's topic is summer slump, and we're going to go through some things about mental health and things like that since we're just coming off Mental Health Month. And today I have my good friend, colleague, and also business owner, Latoya Sutton, CEO of Global Placement Services. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your company.
Yeah, so I'm the founder of Global Placement Services, and what we pretty much do is partner with different organizations to help them with their staffing demands. We also coach their talent acquisition team, and we're also getting ready to open up a resume writing course for those who are interested in being resume writers. But we also do resume writing as well.
Okay, perfect. I picked these questions because
Okay.
me and Latoya were talking about a company where everybody, well, third floor and above, they had nets outside the windows
Mm-hmm.
because that many people had tried to jump.
Mm-hmm.
So the questions I like, we were talking about, I'm like, we're going to do something on this. Okay? Literally. Okay, so what are some things that owners or management can do to alleviate stress on the job?
There's so much that managers could do. Of course, rewarding your employees, showing recognition for their work. But one thing that really sticks out to me is not overworking your good employees. Sometimes, it's like a gift and a curse being an excellent employee because you may do an excellent job on one project, but now your manager is coming to you because they trust you, which is great. But now they want you to do three, four other projects where now you have no work life balance. So please, one thing you can do is not to overwork your good employees. Maybe if they're willing to take on another project, great, but make sure they're only working that 8 hours or whatever their shift may be and not surpassing that. Just valuing your employees' time, rewarding them, and recognition.
I so much agree, and I'm laughing because when me and you met, where we met at, we talk about, we never said the name of the company, but we talk about this a lot. What we call it her SWAT team, her something. But every time something new happened at this company that
Yeah.
had to do with talent acquisition, Will Latoya, we got something else. Get off of what you're doing. Let's start. Let's meet strategize on this. And it
Yep.
happened every what 2 maybe 3 months.
And sometimes often even more than that because we were getting pulled on other people projects and then we had to take over their territory just to get it together, then we'll go back to where we were, and then we have all these different companies upset because we got pulled to go help an emergency situation. Then we get new clients, and then hey, SWAT team, we need you to, to at least start the project before you go back to your other. So yeah, we were pulled in a lot of different directions, and
Mhm.
sometimes we were recognized, but we weren't really rewarded for as much time that we were putting into it. But we liked it though at the time because we seen that they valued us in our work. But after that, when it wasn't balanced and we were getting stressed, it
Yes.
was time to like let that
Working Saturdays, working till 7. I remember all of that. So yeah, definitely. You can kind of tell when something's wrong
go. Right.
if you know them. Like again, that always goes back to, do you know who's working for you? Do you know who's on your team? Do you know people on other teams? You can recognize like something's not right. Let me just ask. Like
Mhm.
as a manager, I literally would say every day, especially when I was in retail, hey, how's everybody doing today? At the meeting, we would have the meeting when we first got there, real quick 5 to 10 minute meeting. I would literally walk my store and ask how everybody's doing.
Right.
And after a while, people might tell you, yeah, I'm not feeling good. Something's going on. Something's wrong with my grandparents. Whatever it was, they would kind of tell you. And then you can kind of, okay, you know, if you need something, let us know. If it takes a turn for worse, call us immediately and we'll get somebody. Like just little things like that. People will remember that
Right.
so much more than anything else. The amount of money they made, things of that nature. But they will, as long as you say, I see you, I really believe that's what management can do. But like you said, oh, and also when somebody asks for time off, do not give them a hard time. Just let them go so they can recharge.
Right. I agree.
Okay, what are some programs that companies can offer to alleviate stress?
Companies can offer so many different types of programs. You can do on-site fitness programs, maybe incorporate like meditation day or yoga day to help with alleviate some of that mental stress.
Mhm.
You can do on-site daycare for those who may have troubles finding daycare, and we notice that they're calling out a lot because they don't have anyone to watch their children. Um, we can also do transportation for those who may need help getting transportation to and from work. There's
Mhm.
so many different programs that can be incorporated. Maybe a life coach for those who are learning how to balance their personal life along with their professional life, especially for new parents. For mothers and fathers, sometimes it can be a huge adjustment, having that time off, and now it's like, okay, how do I balance like not wanting to take so much time off to be home and having to go to work and just readjusting your entire life? So maybe having that life coach to help you there, or a counselor, or on-site counselor as well. It's so many different programs that companies can offer to help better their employees.
I agree with everything you said.
Yeah.
Also, offered in some of their packages, like when we talked a couple times about perks and benefits.
Mm-hmm.
If you're offering, like in your benefits package, is there something that will cover for mental fitness?
Right.
Because some of them won't cover you going to see a therapist. There are ones that won't cover you seeing a therapist. So keep that in mind. Also keep in mind there are different companies that offer you can take certain amount of money out of your check all the time that can help pay for parking if you're in a big city. And it's just a parking card, so it's automatically paid for you
Mm-hmm.
instead of every month you having to remember, which can be frustrating. And even if it's not on site for fitness and it's not on site, but do you offer, hey, we have a partnership with workout place A or workout place B. A is 80% off because you work here.
Right.
Your phone bill has a certain percentage off. This has a certain percentage off. We bank with, like, it helps you like put your life in perspective. Okay, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not paying $200 a month. I'm paying $60 to $80 a month. I can put that into my budget. Things of that nature definitely help, and then it definitely makes the candidates feel seen.
It does. It does. And it shows value as well to your employees as well, that you are offering different types of programs for like their physical health, their mental health, their emotional health, and also even offering like free classes like once a quarter, on how to save, finance course or something, or insurance or something, just to show that you're not, that you want to make sure that they're having or doing great in their personal life, because it's going to reflect in their professional life. So valuing that, valuing your employees.
I just thought of something else. If you have ERGs within your company, employee resource groups,
Mm-hmm.
now I can sit down and partner with somebody who has my same background, where it's women in business, women in tech, African Americans in engineering. Like
Mm-hmm.
these are, I'm trying to remember some of the ones that I've actually worked with in the past. If you can have those in your company and you can set aside time for them to meet, whether it's online, if you're working from home, that also helps break up some of the monotony. Hey, I had this happen. Have you had this happen? And then you can go back and forth on how to do things like that. You just need to know that you're not alone in a lot of these situations, especially when it comes to mental health. And everything that me and you have just talked about will bring you a better employee,
Mm-hmm.
an employee who's rested, who's in shape, who's mentally where they want to be. It will bring, so it'll, and they will be much more productive. And that's what we're looking for as a company. So
Right.
little things that we just talked about can help your company productivity go up drastically, which can definitely help your bottom line.